All your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times. I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up. Just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm a men in them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them. Just like my keys, drop my on the dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not into you. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath the bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them.
Today, from GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. It's a special New Year's Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out at Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run once more with McKinnon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. The Chiefs had 12-3 now on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now. And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in week 14. And it was the Chiefs who got the road victory there. So now looking to claim the season series at home in KC. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. He's got room at the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, it was 3rd and 1. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here? You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs march right down the field on the opening drive to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led out by the former 3rd-round pick, now in his 11th NFL season, and that's Russell Wilson. He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their 25-yard line. Now it's Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play.
Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A good return there, 17 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. What we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position #1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes, a dump down to McKinnon. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Chase Edmonds, 84 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it out in order to try and get the upset win.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. On play action, it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. A dump down to McKinnon. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. just know where to go, where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Forced out to his left. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. On fourth down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Well, we're probably not the first, but all of us at EA Sports certainly want to wish you and yours a happy and prosperous new year. And as a celebration of that, a big slate of NFL games on this Sunday, Week 17. Second to last weekend of the NFL docket. Later tonight, the battle for Los Angeles, Rams and Chargers, 5:15 Pacific at SoFi. And then on Monday night, Charles and I are on to Cincinnati. Bills and Bengals, two cold weather teams in what will be a frigid Paul Brown Stadium. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. First play of the drive there is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Mahomes now on first down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move evade and his accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On 2nd down and 4, Mahomes flushed out right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Denver's offense now set to go. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Jordan Berry out to punt on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. Big play there just before halftime. 71 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try with McKinnon. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, every approach just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome into our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's a busy Week 17 of the regular season, so let's get right to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And that one's gone to halftime with the Falcons out in front. Trey Lance, a touchdown pass in that first half. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. Trevor Lawrence with a couple of touchdown passes there. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And that one all tied against the visiting Steelers. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys... stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And some room to work. Loose inside the 30. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second down and another run with Edmonds. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. To throw is Wilson. On the slant, completes to Sutton. 30, the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 68 yards. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. Takes it at the 7. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And now here comes Kansas City. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And the first play of the drive goes to McKenna. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Purdy's throw caught by Tony. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Purdy. Screen play, McKinnon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. Purdy to throw it on first down. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll go option to the short side. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Here's Purdy.
Steps away to his left. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3/4 of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a give. This is McKinnon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3rd and short, McKinnon. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown. Kansas City. Kadarius Toney, 43 yards. And the Chiefs are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of it.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chris Jones in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And this offense on 3rd down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing is Wilson. Now he steps away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Now the ball comes loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve. Following the fumble recovery, Purdy escaping the pressure right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away. Back to the air on second down, Purdy. And, incomplete. Great coverage there. He was in the perfect position defensively to make a play on the football, and it'll bring up third down. Play action. Now Purdy rolling to his right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Shifts by him. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust. And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other... And the Chiefs are going to get him. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down. Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right? And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Jeudy, 54 yards. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run from Jerry Jeudy. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it. Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we? We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Purdy. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, 31 yards. And the
Chiefs are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. The 40. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now Wilson on first down. That's taken in by Dulcich. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From the shotgun, Wilson dancing to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Greg Dulcich with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. A try here for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And a Greg Dulcich touchdown reception finished that drive off. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
That escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Handoff, it's McKinnon. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Purdy on 4th down.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did that? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Chiefs, they run their record to 13-3 now on the year.
So that's a wrap for Charles.